Welcome back to the Rough Draft.
Welcome back.
I'm Nene No Balls, and this is Willie P. I'm Renee.
Where did she come up with that one?
Oh, you want to jump straight into the comments?
Okay.
Did you see I took a sip, and
Yep.
now he's grabbing his coffee? I just want to point that out, that really happened.
Yep.
This is Sage, for those that can see.
Sage is, she's on tech support.
What are
this
you
time.
doing?
She's rubbing her ass all over the mic.
Okay. These are the comments I got. I loved the podcast. Will is hilarious. Different person says, I still have 10 minutes left, but I think y'all did great. Hashtag balls around my neck. Another person said, I would have loved to hear Will talk about Love is Deaf. So, and then I had one person in person say that they loved it. They said it to you too. It was one of my students.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What were your comments?
hold on, I gotta pull it up.
And then we'll get to wins of the week.
I had Sage, you picked a really bad time to be a cuddle whore. Someone said it was fun to listen to. Felt like you were in the room. Can you grab her?
What am I going to do with her?
Put
Put her on my lap.
Hold her and keep her.
You're mine.
Someone else said they were amazed that we could hold a conversation for so long.
It's weird. It's almost like we've been together for 9 years.
I know. It's like...
I was counting. It's like, what year is it? Yeah.
It's super easy. All you gotta do is...
talk to each other.
Yeah, I know.
That's why it's really funny, because now when you meet people and their parents are still together, it's like, but are they happy? You know? 'Cause it's like, see? I guess the way to stay together is to not talk.
I guess so, because if you talk too much, then too much might come out, and then people get the ick, and then you're like, oh no, what did I get into?
Mm.
So yeah,
So
keep your secrets, bottle it all up, and maybe you'll find love.
you can just, if you watch this, you could just tell as I filter. Now I was like, nope, don't say that, don't say that. And then it just became silence as you were waiting. So what's your win of the week? Because that's really what I wanted to start with. Sage. She only wants to be where
She wasn't like this before we hit record.
Let's just pretend we want her to be there.
Yeah, Sage, come here. Come sit on my lap. Come climb on my face.
Come drool on the mic.
Yeah.
You're doing great. Wow. Okay, win of the week.
All right, win of the week. Win of the week. I got my car back. It was fixed. Well, it was technically never broken. It's a weird story.
Wait, did we pick up the car and within this week? Okay, so we post these on Wednesdays, but we film these on Saturday. So did we pick up the car Monday and have to take it back this Monday? Or was it over the weekend they had it?
No, we picked up the car Monday.
Okay.
And I brought it back Monday.
Right.
Right. And then they held it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday they looked at it and said nothing was wrong.
I feel like I can be a patient person when it comes to like customer service, but I was really losing patience. Well, I have reason, but I'm like, can you just look at it? Don't even fix it if something's wrong. Just keep it. Like fix it next month if you want. If like you get the space, but just tell us if something is wrong, because there's a possibility nothing is wrong, and I really need that car by Monday. So
Turned out nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
But that's wild though. When does that ever happen? That was a win.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a solid win.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Renee?
I
What
was-
was your win of the week?
was waiting
I know
for
you were
him.
dying. You were just waiting for me to ask you.
I just want you to care. It's not even I can't wait to say this. I just want you to care. Let's see. Well, I have two solid things as an actor happening right now, but I don't want to talk about that.
Understandable.
Yeah. But one is a for sure, which is happening next week, which is happening Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a possibility of seeing my family if they meet me there, because it's totally out of the way if I try to go, and I have to take 2 trips and it's a whole thing. So, but I will say one of my favorite moments is when my student booked and
That's
sent me a
pretty
message.
sweet.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be, because I have to be there early for a fitting, but he's actually shooting that day. So we're going to be in the same area. Probably no time to actually meet up, but it's cool. I'm really proud. Yay! They're on a roll, my students. I'll
That's
tell you
awesome.
what.
Booking, I don't know if they're... So for the non-actors watching this, booking is, almost unobtainable sometimes, it feels like. So then when you do book, that should be celebrated. It doesn't even matter what you book. If you booked, that is a win for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Win.
For sure.
So that was super cool. Yep.
Killing it.
Killing it. Having a solid month.
Hell yeah.
A little phlegmy.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah,
I think it's the coffee.
I was going to say the weather or try to blame it on something else kind of obscure.
High five, Sage.
I think it's
Wow.
Sage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's time we got rid of her.
I think so.
I'm just
too.
kidding. I can't even look at her and say that. Oh no, she's precious. Yeah. What else we got going on? Those wins took no time.
Yeah, no, that was easy.
You're gonna
Those were
start
some solid wins.
sneezing.
I'm going to start sneezing.
Will's allergic to cats, and we have 4.
We have got 4 of them.
Eventually, someone's gonna have to go.
I told my coworkers a dirty secret yesterday.
What?
I told them that I was the Easter Bunny that one year. So I was in the trailer and let it slip, and then we can't say names. So
They-
their coworker.
Sat on your lap?
No, shut up. Jesus, there's why.
I actually thought that's where you were going with it. I did.
No, no, I let it slip. And it was like, I was the Easter Bunny at the mall one year. And then he goes, Smokey! Guess what Willie P just said?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it? That's the story?
Well. God, yeah, that's the story. I'm sorry. This is going to be a really lame episode.
Oh no.
Sage is-
No, Will, you can say anything you want apparently, and then Will was hilarious. Will was so funny. Meanwhile, I'm like,
I'm just trying to entertain you. That's the hard part.
you know, I was thinking, because this morning it was a struggle bus to get you to want to do this. You're like, I want to have 1 cup of coffee and then do it. And I'm like, I want to wake up with them. And I realized, even though I have a lot of energy, I don't have a lot of energy when someone else doesn't have energy. Like, I think I have more than the average person energy-wise, but if I'm not a motivator, that's what I'm saying. It's just gonna be a bunch of coughs in this one. Last one, it was all swallows, and now it's coughs. Ew, there's a cat here. Sage, this is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I'm cozy. But that brings me to something. I took a free class at Hotworks. I was like, should I say where? And that's when I went.
First sponsorship. plug
No.
of this episode.
But I was with a friend of mine. We both were doing the free class together, and she was doing great. And I don't know if you guys know, but everything's hot at Hotworks. What it is, because I didn't, it's like Love is Blind. You're in a pod, but there's a TV with the class, and the instructors are on the TV,
Like they're on the other side of the wall.
but you can see them because you have to copy their moves.
It's like love isn't real.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because there's no one on the other side.
So I was in the hot pod, and we did the bikes. I say names all the time, so I'm filtering her name. But she's killing it, right? And I was just aware that I could barely breathe because of the heat. It was very hot.
So you have to tell them how hot it is in there, because I couldn't believe it when you told me.
I feel like that can't possibly be the Fahrenheit. Is
That's
it?
Well, we live in the States. We use Fahrenheit. Swear.
I know, but do you think these pods are Fahrenheit?
Yeah, why would they be like, it's 209 degrees
It was-
Celsius?
It was 124. They said for your first time it should be 124. But that's Fahrenheit. I feel like I would die.
That's fucking hot.
I
Like,
know.
Like, that's not just like, ooh, hot yoga, Renee. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can you
it doesn't feel real.
No, could you, like, yeah.
Like if someone told me this state is usually at 124 degrees, I wouldn't go there.
It's like, hey, you want to, here's a great idea. Let's have a workout class in the middle of Death Valley Desert.
Right. And people would pass out.
Yeah.
But apparently sweating is good for your skin. It releases all the toxins.
If you say it's good for you, people do anything.
Yeah, and then they said something about the infrared.
Infrared, yeah, you got it.
Yes.
You're so smart.
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I can just repeat stuff. Repeat stuff. What's that from?
Weisner.
No, it's actually Bo Burnham. Repeat stuff. Repeat. It's how to write a pop song. You just repeat stuff.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, but good. It was Meisner. Did I tell you about the time our Meisner coach? We don't take it anymore, but again, I'm trying not to say names. But he walked in this week and he goes, "What's wrong?" And I just said, "That was an aggressive hey." And he goes, "It was an aggressive hey." And I'm like, Meisner.
Chills.
It does give me the ick a little bit now. What? So you're in a hot pod, and you just follow what they do, and the main girl is. So I'm looking at her TV, like it's on. The main girl in the middle, she's going at it, and then. Well, that sounds weird. And then there was a guy
What
on
are
the
we talking about?
cycling, which I had never done before. I've ridden a bike, but not like a workout bike. And I didn't even do it right because I put my feet in it, and then there are these straps, and I couldn't be up here and down there at the same time
Wait. What?
to fix the straps. I don't know how the straps worked. So it kind of looked like when you're adjusting, when you adjust my overalls?
Yeah.
And I ask you to do it because I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, take back that smart thing now. It looked like that. Like I was like, that strap's not going to fit my foot. I don't know if it goes around the back. I don't know if it goes over. So I just slid my toes in. But I found out when you're going up and down on the bike, the straps probably would have locked me in. But the people in the video weren't wearing straps.
I wouldn't have worn the straps. Those would just hold you down.
You can go
What
with
if
me.
you fell off the bike? No.
See.
How many people die a year from Hotworks?
Well, that's funny you say that because when we walked in and we got the mini tour, there was a lady laying on the ground and the guy goes, "Yeah, she overdid it."
That wasn't a red flag?
It was, but I was
There
scared.
was a person laying on the ground, probably from like heat stroke.
She was. Yes, that's exactly it. It's not a mystery. Jesus Christ.
And
Sherlock.
you did it anyways.
I was signed up, Will.
Oh, you were signed up. You were committed.
Yeah, well, I don't want fear to stop me.
Okay, there's different kinds of fear. There's rational fear and there's irrational fear.
Well, did I die, Will?
No,
Okay.
but having a fear of heat stroke, dying from heat stroke at Hot Works is a very rational fear.
The door's unlocked. You can just go out. So my friend is going. And then occasionally she'd be like, oh, this is hard. And I said, yeah, you don't have to push that hard. I was the unmotivator of the group. I just didn't want her to pass out because I was like, if she passes out, I'm going to panic. And then I'm probably going to force myself to pass out because I'm just going to be like, it is hot. All of a sudden, my body's going to realize we're not as strong as we think we are.
Like, you know how there's social smokers? You're like the social path. Yeah.
I'm a social vomiter.
Well, okay.
If you vomit, I'm done.
Okay, that one I can understand. Yep. Yeah, even just thinking about it. Moving on.
So that's what I did for fun during my week. I'm trying to do the free classes for all the gyms. I've done bar, which Will did with me. Remember?
I thought you weren't going to tell anybody about that.
You never said that. You never said that.
Oh, I thought it was implied.
It's not like it's ballet.
It's very similar.
No, it's not. You've
There's
never taken a
bar.
ballet class. Oh, wait. Weren't you in ballet as a kid? No, you were in a hip hop. I'm sorry. Your mom put you in hip hop.
Jeez, just airing out all the dirty laundry. Yeah. My mom said I had to pick out a dance class, and I did. I picked out the most unlame one I could find, which was hip hop.
Dance isn't lame. Well, you literally started the podcast with you were the Easter Bunny. So I thought everything else was good.
Renee, how did I become the Easter Bunny?
You needed to make extra money.
So you,
and I found a way.
Yes. You were like, you could be the Easter Bunny. And I was like, no. And then you're like, okay, then I guess you'll starve. You're like, fine, I guess I'll be the Easter Bunny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you made money.
Yep.
And we
I
had a
touched a
store.
lot of kids' hearts. On it, like,
You did hold kids.
yeah.
When I was one of the characters, because I've done that too, it's an easy seasonal job. So if you need to make extra cash, it's not a furry. Okay, I just want to put it out there. You're like a children's party entertainer.
No, if you are a furry, you should not
Don't touch the
actually
kids.
like stay away from the Easter Bunny job position.
That's not. Well, I don't know enough about furries that we should be throwing
I've
stones.
done a little bit of research. They yiff, Renee. Do you know what that is?
I don't know
Yiffing.
if I want to know what that is. Is it when they make the animal sounds?
Oh, they do a lot more than that, Renee.
I know what a furry entails. Okay, but a furry and a pedophile are different,
A furry
and you're
tails.
blending them. You can't.
Okay, okay, yeah. Furries are not pedophiles, but damn, they're close.
No, they're not. You can't say that. See, because now you're being so judgmental. Yeah. So, are we moving on from that?
Okay.
Cool. I just don't think you should be offensive, Will, with what people prefer. Just because you don't understand it.
Prefer. You've been on a roll with the puns.
It's because of my student. You know who you are. The one that said you were hilarious. The one that said, Will a while back got a call back and said, I'm not doing it because he wanted to go to work instead. And then my student goes, it's funny. His name's Will, but he won't.
You're right.
Mhm.
My middle name is actually Walt.
William won't.
William Walt.
Did you get any new friend requests on your Facebook?
That's an interesting question. Now I should check.
No, it's because last podcast you were like, I have a Facebook.
Oh, yeah. No.
Dang.
No, nobody's been hitting up my Facebook handle or any of my other social media or or sending me a message on the email. No, what about you?
Today I got a friend request from someone who's been in my I was like, I recognize this name. And it's because they've been sitting in my friend request for a while, and I guess they just canceled it and requested me. But I don't add people I don't know on Facebook. I have in the past, but I'm trying not to do that now because people will see you're friends with someone and then think, oh, this person's legit. And the next thing you know, you're an actor paying to be in a short film. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You shouldn't pay to be in anything.
They should be paying you. You're the talent.
Yeah. Or if it's like independent or student, you know, hopefully you get good footage. You definitely get good experience. And I don't like using the word networking, but you're building relationships. So that's something. But don't pay to be in something. And those that are having people pay to be in something, you know who you are, and you're scum. Okay.
That's true.
I didn't plan things to talk about, by the way.
Okay.
Yikes. We did count our teeth last night. Will has 27.
No, I do not.
Yes, he does. I counted them.
You don't know how to count because I don't have no missing teeth and it should be an even number.
He counted them with his tongue, but I counted them with my eyes.
And you need to get your eyes checked.
Wow.
Because I have 28 teeth.
Love is blind, Will. You
So
have
are
27. You have 27.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
No, I have 28. But you want to know something even more interesting? Guess how many she has?
Less.
24.
Yeah, I do have 24. And it's the curse I have to live with. I'm very aware of my lack of teeth.
You're just jealous. It's fine. I get it. I know you.
I used to have more. They didn't fit. Like, trust me, I was born with the same amount. They just grew every direction except straight.
Grew everywhere.
Yeah, I had them up here, I had them out here. I remember the dentist going, do you floss? I was like, could you floss this? Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I tell you when I got my braces off that I got to sign something saying I'd be a before and after at conferences?
No, but that says a lot right there.
Yeah, my first modeling gig and only. No! We booked a photo shoot together, remember? From a big Southeast casting director, and we never saw the photos.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
we got to
remember that now.
fish.
Yep. I remember we
Are
went
you-
on a little fishing trip.
Remember when you were far away from the mic?
Hmm?
Remember? Will was editing the audio, and he was like, my mic didn't work. But look at, I sit close, and
Yeah,
you...
we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. But if I get too close, my voice gets really loud and boomy.
No. I scratched my nose.
I'm figuring it out. We're all just figuring it out as we go.
I heard you the first 5 times. I am not responsible for what my face does when you talk. That's what my cup says for the audio listeners.
I picked a boring one.
It
This
says,
is why I'm so far away from the mic.
I think that was a gift to me, so maybe...
You want it back?
No, I'm just saying, don't call it boring.
No, well, compared to yours, it's not... Okay, it's not boring. It's more plain.
It's practical. It's a coffee mug,
Okay.
not an inspirational quote. Look cozy.
It's meant to hold your coffee.
Yeah.
If it can do that,
And it's big.
that's a plus too. I like big mugs.
I like big mugs and again not lie. Who sings that?
Huh?
Who sings that song?
Pitbull.
No.
I'm just kidding. It's MC Hammer.
I thought it was Sir Mix-a-Lot. Can you look at your phone? And don't search MC Hammer. Just look up big butts.
Okay, no. I think I'm with you. You want me to search big butts, Renee? Really?
Big butt
I'm gonna do
song.
it.
Big butt song.
Big butts.
That's what it's called, right? Big butts.
Big.
It's probably I Like Big Butts song.
There's a song called Big Butter Jesus.
Oh,
by-
speaking of Easter, he has risen. He has risen indeed. Indeed.com. Where they don't show up for their interviews.
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Boom.
Sir
Who did you
Mix-a-Lot.
say?
I don't know. MC Hammer.
No.
Wait, then
He does Hammer Time.
yeah,
Because
that makes sense.
I'm doing the MC Hammer dance, but I'm doing it seated.
He's can't touch this.
Boom, new, new, new.
That's MC Hammer. Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Dun, dun, dun. Man, you don't realize how little lyrics you know until you try to sing something. I just make sounds. Oh. Can we talk about food?
Yeah, I can talk about food.
We celebrated one of my wins this week by going to El Cerro Grande. Is that how you say it?
Second sponsorship plug of the
It's
episode.
not. Do you understand what a sponsorship is? It's when they give us money. We're just doing this all willy-nilly.
I'm just gonna call it a sponsorship.
Okay, but I've always gotten a vegetarian thing because I'm very picky when I eat meat. And I was just, God, that was a loud swallow. And I wanted some spicy because I like spicy, and I was getting a jalapeno margarita, and they're never that spicy, but I wanted one of those too. So I got the El Burrito Diablo. I don't like speaking Spanish because I sound very, very white. Like, I just, everything just gets El
No,
Burrito
the
Diablo.
worst thing you can do is try to order it in the native tongue.
Okay.
If you cannot speak it at all, you're like, "Hola, uno el Diablo burrito, por favor. More chips y salsa, por favor."
I'm seeing all 27 of your teeth.
Yeah. And then they do that, and then they like smile at their, friends and family, like, ha ha ha. And then everybody like that works there talks shit about them.
Okay, that's true. Because when I worked at a coffee shop, we won't say which one, where we met actually,
Yep.
and the croissant.
Oh God.
My
Croissant.
nose is running. It's okay. I live here. I can put the snot wherever I want.
But yeah, just don't try so hard.
Okay.
Just don't try so hard.
That's easy.
It's a croissant. It's El Diablo burrito.
No,
Yeah.
it's El Burrito Diablo.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And it is so good. If you've been thinking about eating food, get it.
Yeah, if
Go
you
get
ever,
that right now. It's so good. You had a bite and it was amazing. The chicken, and I got it with chicken. The chicken was spicy and the sauce was spicy. And oh, it was so,
I was blown away too.
Yeah.
By what I got.
Yeah, I had a bite of that. It was good.
Oh, I was talking about the drink. Y'all, have you ever had a Corona Rita? Let me tell you. So,
I wasn't looking at your penis. I was looking at the coffee, by the way. And
you're trying to gauge how much I had left because you want some more.
You're just closer to the kitchen.
Oh, man.
I hope that was a ground. There was something in there.
It was at the bottom of your, the last of your creamer.
I don't have any more creamer?
No.
Well, why didn't you tell me that? I was trying to get another cup.
You told me that yesterday. You said, I have enough for one more cup, maybe. We don't need to get any more. That's literally what you said.
Yeah, but I said maybe because I didn't know.
But
I would
you were
have.
right, though. You had enough for one more cup. And you said, let's not get more.
Well, so happy I sucked that coffee down.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I have water.
You can pretend that's coffee.
I'm going to make sure nothing's in it. Because that was weird. It was in my mouth. And then you said, oh, well, it was the bottom of your creamer. As if something solid should be at the bottom of my creamer.
Yeah, your creamer's made of oats. Those are solid.
They put real. I thought they just soak oats in. Calm down. Wait a second. Let me get this out. No, do they? Uh-oh.
What do you think? They milk the little oat tits? And
No.
Get the oat milk out?
I thought they treat it like cashew and almond milk, where they soak it in water, and then the water is the creamer.
No. Well, technically, yes, you're right. But they don't just like soak it in the water. They blend it.
So we could make our own oat milk?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we? Then I wouldn't run out.
There's nothing stopping you, Renee.
Us.
There's nothing stopping you, Renee.
Us. Will.
I'm perfectly good with, my regular, normal half and half.
Okay, if we get a cow, can we get some oats?
Why would we need a cow? We live right next to a grocery store.
I know, but you could milk your own creamer, and you could help me make oat milk.
If you really want your oat
If I
milk
really want an
fresh
animal,
from the oat.
if I really want another animal, we're getting a raccoon.
No, we are not. Oh my
Will
God.
they have little hands?
I don't care.
And they
I
can-
don't care.
they
And
can
they have
paint-
rabies.
No, they don't all have rabies.
A lot of them do.
You know, a lot of animals could have rabies. Cats can have rabies.
Yeah, so maybe we should keep the ones with rabies out of our house with our precious little
You
kitties.
don't just go get a rando raccoon. You get a domesticated
How
one
do you think those raccoons got to be domesticated?
through a loving home. Aw. You know, fun fact, raccoons in the wild live 1 to 2 years, but raccoons in the home, 20 years. That noise is Sage just going at her litter box.
She's weird, man. She doesn't scoop or like scratch her litter. She scratches the box around it. And I can always tell when she's gone because it smells like cat shit. Because she doesn't bury it. She goes and then she makes it sound like she's scratching by scratching the box. But meanwhile, she's like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, but we were supposed to teach her that because we are her parents.
We did.
got when she was a kitten. Hi.
I remember taking her paw and moving it in the litter, and she was fighting me the whole time. Like, no.
But I think she'd like a raccoon sibling.
No.
Yes.
She's told me,
Can I have a kiss? No.
look, I had private conversations with all of our cats, and they all told me the same thing, which is, look, Mom's been trying to pressure us into getting a fifth sibling, and we don't think it's a cat. And I know that she's trying to twist and use our words against us, but we trust you, Dad. Please, save our family.
Well,
So that's what I'm going to do.
you knew when you met me that my heart was full of love to give to animals.
We got 4 cats here.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's like maybe 2 more cats than the average couple has.
That's not true.
Okay.
You just make
saying.
up facts, and you don't speak into your mic. See, Sage is showing you.
All they can hear is purring, probably.
Let me show you how to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't have any more coffee, Sage, so let me just wipe all of your stray hairs and little shedder. Anything else you want to talk to me about?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It's just Sage.
You just want to talk to me about Sage?
She can be very distracting.
She is.
No, I'm trying to think of what else happened this week. We've had.
much.
You said we were like we have a lot to talk about this podcast. A lot has happened.
I said a lot happened.
Yeah.
Well, I can't talk about one thing.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. To be fair, a lot has happened, but
We can't talk about
can't
it.
talk about it. Not yet.
Even when it happens. Can't
Even
really
when
talk
it happens, can't talk about it because
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I do want to say huge. We have the best friends ever. Yesterday, when there was a possibility that we weren't going to have a car, like I wasn't going to have a car for Monday to get to where I need to go, I had so many options and people reaching out to help. So there was like somebody sending me information on the best rental type deal, someone else who was going to have to sign off because I don't have full coverage because my actual car is a 1988 and you can't get full coverage insurance on that. I had someone offer to like carpool with me or me with them. I had someone offer to just drive me for a road trip. I had someone offer their actual vehicle for me to just take. Like, what?
Like, if the economy ever collapses and I'm just saying we go back to the barter system, I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be fine. What? Why? Why, Renee? Because I know you're gonna like say something like, that is the dumbest shit I've
Is that
ever
my
heard."
voice?
No.
Okay.
No, that's me trying my best to do your voice.
Try harder.
Try harder. Is that close?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do it. Say something else.
No.
No.
Will. You're just going to repeat the whole time?
I'm trying to get your voice down.
Okay, you got it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more of a cadence. Like, I talk with my hands. A little sing-songy, but also monotone.
Doesn't make sense.
I know, but it is. She is so distracted. I cannot.
Yeah. Sage, we're going to lock you up.
But our like brilliant, nice friends, shout out to them, brings me to my parents where I was thinking about this. This is one of the things I did want to talk about, actually. If you want to bring up yours, that's cool. But I have two really big fears. Like, I would say a solid two. Everything else I'm kind of facing, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. You've done a pretty good job of facing all your fears.
Yeah, I want to walk into a box that's 124 degrees and ride a bike in it.
Okay, that's a little bit different.
That you just said that was a fear and I faced it.
Yeah, but a rational fear. It's like I have a fear of jumping into a box of sharp knives. That's a rational fear. You could get seriously hurt.
Well, I feel like the two fears I was thinking of, they're rational. What is my irrational fear?
Driving in the rain.
That's not irrational. You can't see.
You can see.
No, you can't. Remember when we were driving to Virginia and then that guy was honking at you because we were in the left lane, but you could not see to merge over safely, and there was nowhere to pull over? That was scary.
Okay, that was, yeah.
That's the kind of rain I'm talking about, Will.
Okay, that I understand, but like a light rain.
No, if I'm not driving my Trans Am that does what it wants sometimes, I feel better in the rain.
Okay, that makes sense. But see, this is what I mean. Okay, from Renee from 6 years ago, probably couldn't have said the same.
Because I had been in bad rain in my Trans Am and had to pull over on the side of like an interstate and then didn't know that my car didn't have hazard lights. It was a whole thing. I don't think they work. I know we found them, but I don't think they work. Like, yes, you do.
No.
I don't have airbags, and I don't have a seatbelt that fits me because it's got that weird thing.
Weird thing.
Like the overalls, I can't handle that.
You have an adjustable seatbelt?
Yeah. You don't?
Well, I mean, like, it adjusts to your size. Like, you don't have to, like overalls, like, adjust the straps so that the seatbelt fits you.
Really?
You don't have straps in your car. No, I've driven in your car.
Where it clicks in, there's a thing that you can pull to make it tighter. All seatbelts, I think, are adjustable. I think all seatbelts have that. It's right by the thing that clicks in.
I don't know about that.
How do you think it fits different body types?
Because it...
The waist part is where you have to adjust.
Is yours a two-parter?
What are you talking about?
A shoulder part and then a waist part?
I thought all seatbelts are like that.
Yeah, but like there's only one clicky part.
Yes.
I've driven in cars where there's a clicky part for the shoulder part and then a clicky for the waist part. They're
No,
two separate
I'm
straps.
pretty sure the average car is it just comes over and you get your waist and then you get your shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's average. And by the click is where you can tighten the waist part.
I've never seen that before.
Okay. Because I remember in school when we were learning how to drive and you could get a ticket if the waist part wasn't fitted.
I have seen this before, but it's the middle seat.
Oh, cold.
The middle
seat is just the waistband.
Right, but that one you can adjust.
I think all of them you can adjust the waist part.
I always thought like when you're done with the seatbelt and you unclick it, it just goes and sucks it back up into the car.
Yeah, so I don't have a suck up thing. Like
So what is it just saying?
I always before I shut the door, I have to put the seatbelt in.
So okay.
It's because I know it's loose, and I just feel like if it could have been adjusted, I would have.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Okay, where did we go? Where did we get into that?
I don't know.
Seatbelts, cars. Oh, what a doozy. Because I was going, fears. So, before Will decided to go with me, I was going to go to California by myself. And so one of my fears is storms, driving in storms. And then my second fear is getting kidnapped, which I have good reason. We're not going to touch that one. But I have very good reason. And my siblings, if you're listening, you know why we might have that fear. So I talked to my dad on the phone, and then he was like, you're traveling by yourself, kiddo? And I said, yeah. And he's like, Will can't go with you? And I was like, no, because at this point he couldn't. And then he goes, keep your head on a swivel. You never know. Just stay alert. And I was like, I don't know how to. Physically, I can't.
That is a very good impression of your dad.
Thank you. But so I was like, well, that's terrifying now. Because that's, of course you are alert. You should be aware of your surroundings, right? I mean, just in general, I am, because that is a fear. And I don't like going places by myself, but it's like, I already knew I was going. And at the time I was going by myself. And it's like, he just fed that fear. Then this weekend, and I'm traveling Monday, and then my mom's like, I'm watching the storms, Renee. They look real bad. What did she call it?
Oh yeah. She was like talking about like, you know how the clouds are purple and pink?
I don't know, but it was like, we've been lucky because North Carolina hasn't been getting hit, but like Virginia and Georgia and the way it's traveling. And it was just, and then she goes, the winds are going to be this mile per hour and my car will tip over. Now, I'm not taking her car. I'm driving it today, but I'm not taking it Monday. But I'm like terrified.
Yeah.
Like
How does she know it'll tip over? Has it tipped over for her before?
She said, I think it shakes.
Oh, she could probably feel the wind like pushing a little bit.
Yeah, you want to talk on it?
Yeah.
So yeah, my parents, when I'm like doing something that could be a little nerve-wracking, they like to list my two big fears too. Hey Renee, I don't know if you've thought about this, but this could and probably will happen. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Don't put your nail in that. No.
Stop it. You need to learn.
But yeah, what about you?
My fears?
Yeah. Your parents feed your fears?
Well,
Will's scared of snakes, so.
Terrified of snakes. I don't like any snakes. Or anything that looks like a snake.
Like a worm?
No, worms are fine. I'm more or less talking about those lizards that have really big scales that look like snakes.
My mom has a creature
I
in
know.
her
When you
house.
showed me that picture, and we were like, fuck
It's so
that.
weird. This thing, what is that called?
I don't know. I call them skinks.
Skinks.
Skink.
Yeah, but they're not little. They're fat.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
guys. And they've got their heads look like snakes. Yeah.
I just don't want it in my house.
No.
She was like, he's quick. And I think they named him George or Wayne, something crazy.
I wouldn't give him a name.
What else are you afraid of? I think snakes are an irrational fear.
Yes, snakes are an irrational fear. I know that because I know a lot of snakes are harmless, and I'm still terrified of them. That makes it an irrational fear. Gosh.
One time I had a lizard in my car. It ran across the dashboard as I was driving.
Oh God.
And then it went in my passenger seat. It was looking at me, and I was like, I'm sorry, buddy. We cannot do this. So I like pulled over, and then I got him out. It's not a super exciting story, but
he was in there. I mean, I would have freaked out.
yeah.
Well, it depends. The little lizards, the little green ones.
Yeah, but still,
Those are fine.
when you're driving,
It was surprise. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
when the helicopter
Yeah.
bug was in your car,
I'll never forget that, guys.
you got so mad at me.
Oh, I was pissed. I had no idea you had a fear of grasshoppers.
Helicopter bugs. It was sounding like a helicopter.
Yo, we were driving through Southport, like a back road, and I had the windows down
Because the AC didn't
Nice,
work.
well, it was a nice day, and the AC didn't work. But yeah, we were driving, and I guess Renee calls it a helicopter bug. It was a grasshopper. Flew into the car. I don't even know where it landed.
Grasshoppers fly?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I feel like they jump.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, I might be thinking of crickets. Aren't grasshoppers like bigger crickets?
Did you ever watch that movie Bug's Life?
You know, well, it's been so long.
The bad guy's name was Hopper. He was a grasshopper. And him and all of his buddies flew around everywhere, terrorizing the poor little ants.
I totally understand. That's exactly what it did to me. I'm an
Right.
ant.
Right. No, you're not an ant.
Who was the bully to the ants?
Well, you're an aunt, but you're not an ant.
Who's the bully to the ants in that movie?
The bully to the ants?
Yeah.
The grasshoppers.
Okay, but like, who made fun of the ants for being afraid of the hoppers? Because that's you.
Nobody did that.
Oh, well, I guess you're a special character in the Bug's Life.
I guess, yeah, I'd totally be part of the circus.
Oh, I just remembered it.
The grasshopper.
Yeah, it was
Can
only
I tell them
attacking
what
me.
you did, though? How you reacted?
Yep.
So, when a grasshopper flies in the car, what you don't do is you don't jump out of your seat and then try to hop in the driver's seat and then knock the car into reverse.
Neutral.
Or neutral.
Which means you can still go, right?
Yeah, but you can roll, but you can't go, you know?
Okay, well, it's not like we were going backwards. Reverse.
No, but we were going into a ditch because you...
That's the wheel. Turn the wheel.
All right, okay, imagine this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You're driving. You're driving. I'm in the passenger seat. A freaking snake just flies through the window. I unbuckle my seatbelt, hop out of my seat, and then hop on to your lap while you're driving. And then meanwhile, I knock the car into neutral, and I'm still freaking out and going, Renee!
I wasn't even saying your name. I was just screaming. And it was like I couldn't control it because I was so scared.
And I know, and as much as you were trying to get out of the seat, I was trying to get you out of my so I couldn't drive into a ditch.
He was pushing me into the helicopter bug that was trying to attack me. It had rape eyes.
I just want to know, like, what would you do?
I would have pulled over and been like, I'm sorry you're scared. Thrown the car into park and then tried to get the snake out. But
I was pissed.
I know. I would have been so caring.
Stop.
'Cause she's
Yeah.
on my side. She said, Mama was scared. Yeah. So you're scared of snakes. Anything else?
That was a pretty big one. It's the most immediate one that comes to mind. But no. I'm afraid of plenty of other things.
Yeah, you're kind of afraid of acting. You get really crunchy.
Yeah,
But you do it.
I do it.
So you face your irrational fears.
Yeah.
She's a baby. Yeah, you just want the attention.
Sage really stole this show.
No, she just stole our attention. I don't even know if you can see her.
Well, it probably looks really weird.
I'm like petting.
They're like, there's actually no cat right here.
Yeah, if she
No,
puts
they
her head
can-
up.
Yeah, I think they can.
Aw. We haven't finished Love is Blind, but I think that's okay because we started at 9 p.m. last
I
night.
fell asleep again.
I think I had this thought. It might be my last season watching. It's just getting redundant.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I mean, the first season was cool because I trusted them. I trusted them that they actually were on that show to find the one they want to marry. And now, after each season, it's becoming more obvious that the goal of that show is to stay on the show,
Mm-hmm.
to win the show, and, get married, and then immediately after get divorced and carry on with your life.
Carry on.
So it seems pretty fake. It seems pretty fake to me.
Yeah. Well, I think all reality shows have a little bit of fakeness to them.
Oh yeah, but that's what I like. That's what I thought this one was going to be different, but it's not.
I trusted you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big letdown.
Wow. So we'll wrap this up. And what time is it? Because you checked the start time.
I don't know. Sage is guarding my phone.
Oh, she laid her head on you.
It's 11:10.
What was it when we started?
Forgot.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, Will. You can't have the start time and forget that.
I didn't write it down. I'm sorry.
I have plenty of pens. Unless you got anything else?
Really, this week kind of kicked my ass.
Yeah, you did just work a lot. We planted.
We planted our drums.
Oh.
Yes, we did. We planted in our drums.
Oh, they're called drums? The flower bulbs?
No, they're inside of drums, like actual drums.
Yeah, but we've had that. That's not like a new thing.
Yeah,
But we added plants to it because we really killed the ones that were in there.
I don't even remember what we tried planting in there, but they're dead.
Well, the aloe, which is still in there, we just cleaned it up.
The aloe was hardy.
What does that mean?
It was resilient.
Oh.
I'm surprised that it's still alive. After this winter, it was like 90% brown.
You remember the thing I wanted to tell you about last night? Super random. Do you want to know?
Sure.
So it's like celebrity news that I just found out.
Okay.
So apparently, do you know who Kendall Jenner is?
I know, but I know she's a Jenner, so she's
Okay.
famous.
So you know who
Yeah,
she is.
She's one of the.
She's dating, or allegedly, Bad Bunny. Do you know who that is? I only know that from our friend that listens to Bad Bunny's music.
Right. Yeah.
I don't actually know.
I don't listen to his music, but I have heard a few of his songs because of our friend that.
I can't even remember them.
I don't either
Oh,
because
there's
they're
cat
all
hair everywhere.
the ones that she let us listen to are all in Spanish.
Oh.
Unless all of his songs are in Spanish, I don't know.
Okay. And then now they're saying that, because this is how I found out about Kendall, Kylie Jenner is dating Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, really? I know him.
Yeah.
Not personally.
Right.
That'd be cool. But
But isn't that a funky match?
yeah. Well, see, I don't know the Jenner Kardashians very well. I don't watch the show.
Mm.
I haven't been keeping up.
Way to plug them.
Oh,
But I just think those are random pairings.
true. How did they get famous? Like, what did they do to become famous? You know, there's a lot of people like.
You're talking about the Kardashians?
Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Really?
No. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking you right now.
If you like open a vault in your brain, do you think anything could be in there? You want to take a guess? Take a guess, because I know
What
how.
the Kardashians are famous for?
Mm-hmm.
Being rich.
Mm-mm.
Having a TV show.
Well, how'd they get the TV show?
Oh, okay. There was a scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a schmex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Kim
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else I don't remember. But,
Ray J,
okay.
right?
It wasn't Kanye.
No.
Yeah.
Way before.
Way before Kanye.
But then also their dad.
But really, like, that's it?
And
What do you mean their dad? What? Okay, say no more. That explains it. Yep, you got everybody's attention with that.
No, their dad represented OJ in the OJ Simpson trial.
Oh, but you never hear about their dad.
Well, he died.
Who killed him?
I think it was natural causes.
Oh, that's what they always say.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
God, that's dark.
Yeah. But also kind of a rabbit hole.
No, I don't think.
What
well,
if
What if what?
he was killed?
Well,
I don't know anything about them.
God, if you had a PR manager, they would just be working overtime with you.
I don't need one. I don't need one. I'll pee my own R.
What is this symbol, by the way?
You really want to know?
I know it's something about Zelda.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
So this, for anybody that hasn't played the game, it's called a Triforce. And the three triangles represent the three virtues. There's courage, there is wisdom, and there is strength. Link owns the Triforce of courage. Ganondorf owns the Triforce of strength. He's the bad guy. And then Zelda, who everybody thinks is Link, but is actually the princess that Link is trying to save, is the Triforce of wisdom. That's that.
How do people think you're hilarious?
I don't know. I never thought people thought I was hilarious until you told me.
Oh, so the comments. Well, my sister, I almost said her name too. It was, one of many, but my sister that shares the same mom and dad, she thinks you're hilarious. What? I gotta say that. I know your parents are together and there's only a few of you and it's all normal.
I know how complicated your family is. So just the fact that you have to explain it that way. My sister that shares the same parents.
Because there's only one of those.
Right. I know that.
And she's probably the only one that listens. She actually, I guess, I don't know if my dad brought it up to her or if she brought it up to him, but he goes, "What's a podcast?" And then she goes, "Well, Dad, remember when there wasn't TV and people kind of had shows on the radio?" Which I thought was such a good explanation.
It's a great explanation. It's like a radio talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably has a more structure than we do.
Probably. And they've got those effects boards.
Wow, wow, wow.
We're like, "Hey, welcome back to Q107. Quack, quack." And, you know.
The keyboard has sounds, but they don't have, like, we can't record stuff. And then
No.
it would just be like,
We could try.
like a drum or a cymbal. But then we'd have to put it to the mic. You ever burp while you're talking and you just keep rolling and then all of a sudden you get...
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Did it again.
You gotta let it out, like, through a vowel. The burp.
I was just trying to cruise through it. One time I did that at work while I was talking, and the student or actor, or both, students are actors, but they were like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I was burping." While I was talking. And then I usually have to yawn when a certain actor comes in, and he's like, "I'm sorry I'm boring you." He says it in a funny way. And I said, "Oh no, I'm just not getting oxygen to the brain, but thank you for your concern."
That's not what yawning's for.
Yeah, it is. When you're not getting enough oxygen to your brain, you yawn. Are you sure? Google it. Why do people yawn?
I don't need to Google this.
Can you? You do for me.
You
Okay.
Google it. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what yawning is for while you Google it.
Good, because then it'll be dead air.
Because I thought this was very interesting. So yawning is a natural instinct because for what's it called? Herd animals that are in herds, because that's why yawns are contagious. When you yawn, it opens up the tubes in your ears and actually lets cool air inside your head, which in turn cools off your brain because your brain was getting too hot, which makes you feel sleepy. So when you see somebody yawn and you instinctually yawn because you saw them, that's a natural thing because of so herds, like picture like a herd of antelope. There's always like one or two antelopes that's keeping lookout while the rest of the herd is, laying down or grazing or whatever. And the yawn is a sign that means, hey, stay awake. Watch out for predators.
You're right.
Thank you.
And they said that people used to think the oxygen thing, but then they found out that your lungs can't sense oxygen.
Really?
Something weird. I'm paraphrasing.
Your
Because babies in the
oh yeah,
in the thing before they have lungs.
The womb.
Yeah. I was gonna say the uterus. Is that where they chill?
I don't know.
Let's try to.
I don't know the anatomy. It's been a long time.
Since you've been in the womb. I was taping an actor yesterday, and it was like, how much can I say? Something was happening that hadn't happened for 55 years, and this actor was playing a high school student. And so I was reading the thing, and I said, "Okay, so you weren't alive when this happened last time." And he goes, "Probably." Or he said something along the lines of like, "Maybe he was." And I went, "Nope, definitely not. You're not playing a 55-year-old. But I was like, what? Anyways, we should wrap it up some. I am curious about food because I want to have something healthy because I feel like I'm not going to fit into my clothes.
I think this is becoming a thing now, or we do our podcast until we get hungry and then we wrap it up. Go get some food.
It's so exhausting to talk so much.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep a conversation rolling for so long.
It did help last week that like I had 2 topics to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
Came in today with like teeth.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we could talk about teeth because you only have 27.
I was curious why you wanted to count my teeth for me.
Oh, because I'm fast. It looks like you have a lot more than 27.
I do. I have 28. As a matter of fact.
No, but I've just noticed that I look like I have less teeth, and I know I do. And it's the cross I have to bear. Shout out to Jesus. Tomorrow's Easter. Ooh.
That's kind of the same.
I probably should have said that.
You need to stop worrying so much. Look, it was funny. It's fine. Make sure nobody's gonna want to crucify you for that joke.
My student's gonna like that one. I do wish I could just say their names. Because Because I feel like it's going to turn into a drinking game of how many times I say my student. They're the only people I talk to outside of you.
You do have a lot of students.
Yeah.
Could be talking about any of them.
10, 18.
They're more than 28.
18. What's 18? It's 28. How did you know?
Because you have as many students as I have teeth. I even named them all after your students.
That would be cool. But you only have 27, so that would be that one student of mine that goes every other month. That's probably the missing tooth.
I don't have any missing teeth. Well, wisdom teeth, but those were taken out. You know?
Have you moved on from that? My sister's getting 2 of her wisdom teeth taken out because she didn't get all 4 10 years ago. Isn't that crazy?
Man.
I'm so glad I got all 4.
After having that experience once, if I had only gotten the 2, I'd be like, why didn't I just get all 4? I don't want to do this again.
And at this age,
This is,
this is not an oral surgery age.
no.
No, you don't have any time. We had so much more time 10 years ago to like go and have surgery.
Oh, yeah.
I have no time for surgeries.
Can't just casually go get some surgery.
Yeah. Especially in my mouth. I use that all the time. I don't want to be put on a limit.
Or like, yeah, and you can only drink like smoothies and mashed potatoes and stuff like that.
Can't use a straw.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I remember that.
I like straws. Eco-friendly ones are fine.
Yeah.
Like they don't. Starbucks has eco-friendly straws that don't dissolve in your drink.
That's cool. Even normal straws are fine.
Well, they're not good for the environment, Willie P.
This one time we went to a gift shop and this lady was trying very hard to be like world conscious and and for the environment and whatnot. But she was talking about how she's ditching the straws, and the way she's ditching them by taking all of her plastic straws and just throwing them away.
No, that was a customer at the coffee shop.
That what? No.
Yeah, she said, she goes, you can throw that straw away. When I went to give her the straw to put in a drink.
No, okay, this is something different.
Well, that happened. There's 2 people that exist out there.
Yeah, okay, so there's 2 people now.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember this other lady, because she was selling reusable straws at her gift shop. And she said she took all of her plastic straws and just threw them out because she found out that they were bad for the environment.
Like, honestly, if you're going to use a straw, just keep using it.
Or
the same one.
Or yeah.
Or make art with it. Don't throw it away.
Or
just don't do that.
Don't watch videos on the internet.
What do you mean by that?
That make you afraid of straws.
They're not afraid of straws. It's an environmental thing with the turtles.
Look, this whole episode is about facing our fears. It's just a straw.
Turtles apparently are taking these straws and snorting cocaine through them. And then people are afraid that we're going to have cocaine turtle like we had cocaine bear.
You know what? If the turtles wanted,
they have so many babies at once.
They can do a little toot.
They will take over our world because they have a lot of babies at once.
And they live for like 150 years.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's like Planet of the Turtles.
I'm just saying, if you lived 150 years and you're like, I've kind of wanted to try cocaine. I'd probably do it.
As a human, that would be the way you die, though. Because your heart is, like, feeble. Is that the right word? Feeble?
I don't know. It sounds right.
Supple?
That's not right.
What does supple mean? Easily manipulated?
Yes.
It sounds like a way to describe a kid. Supple sounds like a way to describe a kid.
Renee.
What?
You can't say that.
Kids are easily manipulated, Will.
Renee!
They don't know anything. You are the one telling them. What?
I'm just saying.
That's the truth. That's why we should be careful.
Phrasing. You don't manipulate children. You guide them.
But
It's
if you're gonna manipulate someone, a child,
you should not manipulate anyone.
But you should. Okay. Did you believe in the tooth fairy when you were younger? Because your parents
I feel
manipulated you as a child to believe that someone was taking your
No,
teeth.
I knew who it was.
From the jump. From the jump, you knew?
Not from the jump.
Okay, so you were
But
manipulated.
after I found out, okay, so my parents, I was never allowed to believe in Santa Claus because that took from the true story.
I didn't mention Santa.
But that also extended into other holidays.
The tooth fairy is not a holiday, Will.
But it's like a mythical creature that doesn't exist. But
Are you crying?
it's kind of sad. No, it actually is kind of creepy if you think about it. You're like this little like fairy person going around like, give me your teeth. Like,
That's just you're really attached to your teeth.
well, I still have all 28.
You're 27.
I mean, like your little tooth fairy got a little greedy and went there with a pickaxe trying to steal extra teeth.
My little tooth fairy was the orthodontist
You're
that
like-
was like, we need to widen this mouth and also take a lot of stuff out. It was a whole mess up in there.
Oh.
Like you had braces, right?
Yes.
Did you have anything else to help with your teeth?
I had braces, but I had to take a few steps before I could even get braces because I had a crossbite.
So what was your step?
Well, they had this like bracket they put on the bottom and that pushed these teeth out. And then I had, I remember the bite plate thing I had the bracket at the top too, but it was basically just a bar on the inside of your teeth on the top and bottom, and they would just extend it a little bit each time, and that was just pushing your teeth out. But after they did that, then they could put the braces on.
Mm.
But that bar was the most painful part. That where it felt like it was like extending your jawline.
I had an expander to expand my mouth.
Mm.
And then I overexpanded it and I had to wear headgear.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I never had the headgear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I didn't have to wear it outside.
Okay, that's good.
They were like, wear it as often as possible. And I was like, well, that's after school.
I'll never take it off.
8 hours of sleep. That's solid. But food, I want a green smoothie. I want to be healthy.
Well, let's go get one
Where?
at the green smoothie.
That's not a place.
Where to get smoothie?
If only you had a phone. Oh.
Well, you want to wrap this up and figure it out?
Yeah, plug your handle, Will.
Okay. I have Facebook, but you can only friend me if you know me, and I have
My
email.
rule. You
Well-
taking it?
Yeah, it's a good rule.
Okay.
Don't friend me unless you know me. And then I have an email too, but that's you probably don't need that. So those are my handles.
And I am r_plant1917 on Instagram, r_plante1917. And it's r_plant on TikTok. How did I get that?
Wow.
I know.
That's your brand, I guess.
No, what?
I don't know.
But like, I went back and looked because I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably 1917. I probably made them all match. But I didn't. r_plant was available.
That's
And
pretty
I
cool.
got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I spell my last name with an E because that's the way it is spelled. But like, obviously, it wasn't available on Instagram when I got one of those.
But like Robert Plant, you wouldn't think somebody would.
He doesn't have an E at the end.
Yeah.
But my cousin could have taken it.
That's true. That's true.
Because his name starts with an R.
Hmm.
That's all I'm going to say about that. But he likes saying his whole name. Yeah. Okay. And that's all, folks.
All right. Peace, guys.
Kids shouldn't play so rough. Somebody's gonna start crying.